Hey guys, it's Magda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. So today I am building a family home for a single mom and her two daughters. So originally I was thinking that it was going to be a single mom and her two sons. But as I started playing with the color scheme, I quickly decided otherwise. I ended up making it for two daughters just because I used a lot of like pastels, a lot of pinks and purples and stuff. And I feel like the mom living here is just really involved with her daughters. And the mom has allowed her daughters to just help her with the decoration in the house. Even though one of the daughters is an infant, I feel like the other daughter is probably like a preteen, not a teenager just yet. I didn't add any toys in her bedroom, I don't think. But yeah, I just really like that storyline. So this house actually ends up having 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. So the mom does have her own ensuite upstairs, and then the girls share a bathroom upstairs as well. And then downstairs, there's like a half bath, which is kind of like split into a laundry room as well. So I feel like it's very spacious for the 3 of them. And I also feel like this house is pretty spacious in general. I feel like if you want to add additional bedrooms, you can definitely do that downstairs as well. And this house is located in the world of San Sequoia, which is actually a world that came with growing together, I believe. So yeah, if you want to place it in this same lot, of course you would have to have that expansion pack. And before we continue, I just want to give a major shout out to everyone that's been supporting me in this channel. Honestly, the interactions, the likes, the comments, it just really does mean a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys so much. I look forward to, growing and sharing my ideas. If you guys have any ideas, definitely feel free to leave them down below. I look forward to seeing them. I also want to apologize in advance if my voice sounds a little bit funny in this build. I actually went to a concert last night with some friends, and I feel like my voice is still recuperating from me singing my heart out. So if it sounds funny, that is why. But anyways, the outside of the house is pretty much all done. I do work on the landscaping, I believe, here in just a moment. I really didn't want to do too much when it came to like the yard, just because it's, a little bit more on the smaller side, and it's like a sideways backyard. I also wanted to incorporate a driveway as well. So I believe I just end up doing like a picnic table and maybe like a swing set. So I really didn't do too much with that. And I believe I do cut out a lot of the actual like landscaping itself. Just because I was kind of going back and forth a little bit with the pathway. But I believe here I'm just making sure the floor plan works out the way I want it to, just because I didn't want to start decorating and, not know the full floor plan if it was going to work out, just because the top floor is a little bit smaller than the downstairs, and I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to squeeze in all 3 bedrooms. But I feel like all of them are pretty, they're a decent size. They're not too big. I feel like it's, just enough where I added a bed and a dresser, or actually add closets for both the daughter's room. The mom has like her own dresser. So here shortly, I start working on the actual living room, and I feel like this was the deciding factor to what actually prompted me to make it into a family home with 2 daughters. And reason being is because of that TV that I wanted to use, which is the one that came with the modern Lux kit, which is of course is a TV that looks like a picture frame. And I really wanted to use that swatch because I think it's so pretty. So by me placing that TV there above the fireplace, I feel like kind of sparked the idea of just making the interior kind of match that. So there's a lot of pinks, a lot of purples in this build, and everything else just kind of flowed after I posted that. After I put that picture above the fireplace, everything just kind of flowed naturally. and I'm just really happy with how it came out. So, in that small little nook right there behind that chair, I actually end up doing the kind of like workstation. So, it's where I have the desk and the computer. I imagine that maybe the single mom does, work from home every now and then. That's like her area. And also, the kids use it as well, or should I say, the daughter, to do her homework. And I use those new picture frames that came with the Modern Looks kit. I really like them. I feel like we don't really have many things like that in the game as far as like decor pieces for the walls. So I really hope we get more like that in the future, because I feel like they're just more, I don't know, more realistic of what, we might have in the real world in our houses. But I do move on to this area where the window is facing the front of the house. And originally, I really wanted to place a platform here just because I imagine that it could be kind of like a reading nook for them. But it was a really awkward space, I feel like, because the platform was just like too tall, and it being like behind the couch too, for some reason it looked awkward. So I ended up deleting it and just adding, of course, that record player that stays. And here for on top of the fireplace, I actually end up wanting to place the speaker that I want to say came from the high school expansion pack. So that one. But then I remember, which I barely used, the giraffe sculpture. I feel like it was perfect for this build just because I imagine that maybe the mom or the daughter made it like an art class and it represents them too before the baby came along. But yeah, I really liked it because it's like, I imagine it's like a parent and like the baby giraffe. So I really like that. And it kind of created like a balance between like the flower vase and on the other side, having that giraffe sculpture. I feel like it kind of balanced it out. So I really like that. And I do move on into the desk area. And I feel like I left it pretty neat. Like I don't clutter it too much. I want to say for clutter items, I do some plans. I want to say some books and like the little pencil holder. And I want to say that's it. I also have like the plants that hang from Nifty Knitting. I want to say I hang those in that corner. I also really like the rug that I placed there for the desk area. Is actually the rug that came from high school years expansion pack as well, which is like the round fluffy one. And I love all the pretty swatches that it has. And honestly, I feel like I didn't use this rug enough in this build. I feel like it would have been appropriate with all the color swatches that it has. But yeah, so I do move on to the rest of the living room, just adding the last clutter items. I wasn't too sure what to put here on top of the coffee table. I want to say I leave it at that. I might add a plant afterwards. I'm not too sure. But this new end table that came with the new Horse Ranch expansion pack, top tier. I feel like that is my favorite end table right now so far to use in living rooms, because I feel like it kind of breaks up. Most of the time the coffee tables tend to be like square or like rectangle, so having a round end table I feel like kind of breaks up the repetitiveness. So, and it's like the perfect size too. So that's honestly my favorite end table so far. But yeah, so here I move on into the kitchen / dining area. And I feel like for the dining area, it came out pretty quickly. I feel like it, I brought the color scheme that I used in the living room onto the rest of the house, of course. I didn't clutter it up too much. The dining space is pretty much all what we need, which is, of course, the dining table, chandelier, and some picture frames to kind of add that, character there to that space. What I did struggle with, though, was the kitchen. I wanted to keep the same color scheme, of course, make it all look very cohesive. So I knew that I wanted to use these counters that came from the Dream Home Decorator game pack, but I just wasn't too sure about the actual cabinets. I wanted to incorporate the pink somewhere because the tile or the backsplash was like the minty green. I wanted to have pink cabinets, and I was going to go with these ones from base game, but for some reason, even though they're pink and it's a light switch, light swatch, not switch. I don't know, they felt out of place. So because of that thought process, I ended up scratching that idea out, and I ended up choosing these counters that came from Parenthood. And I also do the matching cabinets as well. And I really like how it turned out overall, because the pink that I was looking for in this kitchen, I feel like I made it up with the other decor pieces that I added. For example, these curtains that are placed now do get replaced by the pink ones that came from the Parenthood game pack as well. And I also do like some pink light fixtures, I believe, above that table. So I feel like overall I really liked how it came out, because it still had like that pop of pink that I was looking for. And then plus, of course, since this area is like connected to the dining room and you have like the pink wallpaper already too, I feel like it was, perfect. I liked the mixture and the balance of the colors. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it came out. So I add the final pieces in the kitchen. I do some rugs, and I want to say a plant or a flower there on that table. And I do move on to like this middle area that's connecting this space. And I want to say I just do that plant in this new rug that came from the Modern Luxe kit. I really like that swatch. I feel like that's something that I really can appreciate about the content that we've been receiving. I feel like it is a perfect mix of like different type of styles when it comes to these swatches. So you have like the very like black and like gold or like modern type of style, and then you also have like these pretty pastel colors as well. And I feel like the variety and creativity that can come out of these different swatches that come in these items, I feel like it's just so many, and you can do so much with these items because of the swatches. So I look forward to getting more items like this where they work in different types of builds. And they're not just, strictly for a certain type of feel or a certain type of like decorating style. So yeah, I'm really, really thankful for that, and I look forward to it. But anyways, here I am working on the entry, and I love using like this mirror for like entryways when it comes to like small tables, and especially this table that came from the Horse Ranch expansion pack. I feel like it's definitely one of my other favorite pieces in the game, just because I feel like it's small, but it's not too small. And I feel like it makes perfect for like little areas where you still want to put some type of furniture, but you don't want to like overcrowd it. So yeah, I really like that piece. And I don't think I do much when it comes to the entryway. I just place that, and yeah, I thought about adding like a coat rack, but ended up just doing the umbrella rack. And then the bathroom came out pretty easily. I kind of talked over it. I didn't do too much because I feel like that's more of like a guest bathroom. So I just did like the basics. And of course, in that one corner, I did the laundry, the washer and dryer. So I do move on here into the mom's bedroom. So for her bedroom, I didn't want to clutter it too much just because I didn't want it to look smaller than what it already was. So I just kept it pretty simple, just added the necessities. So I do add that dresser because I didn't really have much room for like an actual full dresser drawer kind of situation. So I just did the bed, which I want to say came from the high school years expansion pack. And I'm just now realizing that I use a lot of items from that pack. I feel like because it has a lot of the swatches of what I was kind of going for. So I use that bed, and I do place those mirrors above the bed. I tried doing like a regular painting, but yeah, it just wasn't working out. And then I deleted one of those lamps, and I placed more clutter items just because I didn't want it to make it look like repetitive. And I feel like because it's a single mom, it's okay. Like she probably sleeps like on one side of where the lamp is, and then the other one just kind of uses it to kind of store things. But yeah, so that's pretty much it when it comes to the bedroom. I move on to the bathroom, and the bathroom was very simple. Didn't clutter it too much, just added pretty much like the necessities as well. Added that soap. Oh, and I do add a shelf here right underneath that cabinet. And I want to say, I think I do a plant and maybe like another clutter item, the soap. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I do move on to the nursery room, and for this room, I just used like a base game wallpaper and this pretty big fluffy rug, which I'm pretty sure came from City Living, and I feel like that was like the focal point of the entire room. And I want to say I just had enough room for like the changing table. I also do like a small shelf that I want to say came from Growing Together, right above that one right there. So I just cluttered that shelf and added some more clutter items on the actual changing table. And I want to say that's pretty much it. I do go back towards the end of the builds. I want to say actually off camera and place laundry baskets in each bedroom, because I always forget to do that. I will place the washer and dryer, but always forget to add the laundry baskets and trash cans for some reason. Always end up forgetting. But yeah, so if you play with my builds, I do want to apologize before ahead of time, just because I am a forgetful person. But anyways, I am into the child's bedroom, which I feel like is kind of small, but I made it work. So because of the limited space, I actually end up using the stackable shelves, or like bookshelves that came from the Book Nook kit, and kind of working them almost like a dresser. So I really like that. And of course, if you want to have a more spacious bedroom for the child sim, you can actually delete the closet. And I want to say there's like more space on the side of the closet that I just kind of built up to a platform, so that way it doesn't interfere with like the gameplay. Yeah, I feel like you can definitely make this bedroom bigger if need be. But yeah, so I didn't clutter it too much. I just added some clutter pieces on the actual shelf, and I add a rug, and I want to say like that one chair that came from the high school pack as well. And yeah, and I feel like the child sim, like the personality, I feel like because she's the first child, I guess you could say, normally like the first childs are usually always more like well kept and like neater, a little bit more organized. So I envision that she kind of has that type of personality and just enjoys reading. So yeah, I didn't really make it too messy. And yeah, I really enjoyed this bedroom. So moving on to the bathroom, I actually do it very similar to the mom's ensuite. So similar swatches. The only difference is I do a shower tub combo in this bathroom, of course, and I place some pink bath mats, I believe, and then a pink curtain on the window. And then I do the landing area as well. Very minimal. I want to say I just do like a plant, and I want to say I'll work on a little bit on the outside as well. And after that, we'll be moving on to the screenshots. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. You're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other. wanna do, I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way.